You want a good thing? Have you seen Trump's Great American State Fair? This is actually at a peak capacity. I know that sounds like a joke. It's actually not. Look at that, man. Look at the vibes. Fucking DashCon, man.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are Cirque Mechanics. We're all the way from Las Vegas, really excited to be here with the National Endowment for the Arts on the mall for the 250th.
Fascists hate to be ignored, and this is pretty bad. Yeah. Jesus Christ, man, look at this. It didn't have to be this way. Yeah, I saw this post too. I worked at the Smithsonian, specifically raising money for the 250th. What I want people to know is we secured millions in private philanthropy to host a month-long folklife festival in the mall. The Festival of Festivals was going to feature well-known festivals, think Burning Man, Farm Aid, Grand Ole Opry, etc., as well as smaller local and regional festivals from across the U.S. and territories. Goal was to feature truly the best and most creative expression in music, dance, arts, and crafts traditions, food, community, etc. Can't name names, but plan was to have headliners every night for free concerts. Think the types of names who might be affiliated with the aforementioned large festivals. Stars were willing to perform because it was under the banner of the Smithsonian. It all had to be scrapped because the administration would not release permits to host on the mall. The money went elsewhere, but our nation was robbed of what would have been a once-in-a-generation cultural moment. That would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been cool, I guess, to have like an actual cool 250th celebration, you know? Like a real state fair. That might have been cool, yeah. They fucking hate. They hate this country, man. They really do. They really, really, really do. Death of an empire. I can't believe empires actually do only last 250 years. That's fucked up that it lands on the dot like that. I can't fucking believe it. Facebook was right. Maybe for the 275th. Buddy, we're not making it that far. Comparing the old and the new. The 1893 World's Fair White City. They would build entire cities out of plaster. They would bring artisans of all crafts over to carve entirely new buildings out of nothing for the purposes of the fair. This is today. It's comical. It is funny how bad it is, but it mostly just makes me sad. The performance is actively going on behind him in this photo.
Happy early birthday, America. We're celebrating already at the Great American State Fair. Man, we've got thousands of people celebrating this birthday with us, Tommy. You and I had a chance to go out. We got to see some of the exhibits. I'm sure you got what I got, which was a lot of people going, hey, love to watch it on Fox. I hope a lot of them left the mall, went home and turned.
They put up an Israeli flag inside one of the concert halls, so that's cool. Oh, take a look at the modeling they did for the outer wall of the state fair. It's a fucking print. Looking good, boss. Looking good. Vibe check. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like less level than a parking lot.
I just want to make a note and revisit what you guys said earlier. I have never seen so many people, so many cool people. I'm a conservative, you know that, but there are Democrats here. And we're not talking about anything except patriotism and the celebration of America. So all of these self-hating media outlets who are saying that this fair is a failure, get your butt down here, and I will prove you wrong. This is historical. This is epic. I just want to...
One of the artists they got to paint for the festival. Look at this. They're auctioning... Or, sorry, are they auctioning it, or is it just an art exhibit? Look at this, man. If they made these out of AI, it would actually look better. This is the Palace of Fine Arts exhibit in 1893. But that was back when we had artists. There are no artists anymore. Look at the St. Louis Expo. It's not even a comparison. This is embarrassing by the standard of literally any event ever being thrown ever. Like, it genuinely looks worse than some school fairs. This is the 1904 Louisiana Purchase Expo. What are we looking at here? They built whole cities out of plaster, if you can believe it. For the purpose of a world fair, they would just construct entire buildings and pavilions genuinely we're living in a more culturally void era than the European Dark Age post-fall of Rome? I genuinely believe that's true, yeah. I really do believe, and you can take from this whatever you want, that we are living in the most spiritually deprived times in human history. I think that, like, humans have enough of a innate drive towards tradition, culture, and ceremony, and mysticism, that you know, like, even in the worst moments in history, there was still some kind of light culturally. I think that this is worse than anything that has ever. Man in Uncle Sam costume arrested for lewd acts at Trump's fair. Oh, is this the guy who was, like, jerking off behind the stands or whatever? Yeah, I saw that. Man in Uncle Sam costume busted for lewd acts. A little dramatic, but I would be too if I was American. No, I really truly do mean it. I like, historically, culture has come from the upper class down, and recently that's flipped. It's been from the working class up, but now I feel like we're in kind of like a loop, you know? We're not getting it in either direction. The upper class is not trying to replicate middle class art, and the middle class is being pushed out of the mediums by which people encounter art. Whatever. Confederate flag had to be removed from the North Carolina exhibit. Why'd they remove it?
Flag is causing a flap at the Great American State Fair in D.C. The flag turned up inside a pavilion representing North Carolina. Elizabeth Holmes is currently in the WRL Live Center unpacking this for us tonight. Elizabeth, even the governor weighing in on this.
Eric, that's right. This was the picture that was posted on social media. This was shared by Politics and Poll Tracker. It's a nonpartisan group. And you can see what looks to be like an American flag with Confederate flag markings over top of it. And tonight, the governor's office says that it has since been taken down. Now, it's important to note this is not a real North Carolina flag. Historically, we have never had one that looks like this. And we've learned that state officials were not a part of this booth. Only private groups were responsible for the displays here. Now, we are hearing from a spokesperson from Governor Stein's office.
I'm surprised they even took it down. Well, whatever. Do your job and make a factual statement. That is not their job. If you want more joy in spiritualism, you really should, maybe not personally, but step off Reddit atheism. Genuinely, I was about to say Kirk, and then I was going to use an article to refer to. No, atheism is the light of the future. Go back in a hole. I'm sorry. The religious people and religious institutions are literally the front line for the death of our culture. You realize that, right? Evangelical churches in the United States are culturally void and are trying to spread that to every corner of the earth. There's no such thing as Reddit atheism. There's only atheism. Reddit atheism as a term was invented so that you didn't sound like a fucking Spanish Inquisition court while blaming people for ruining your day. You realize how ridiculous you sound if you don't add Reddit into it? What's wrong with atheist? You sound like you sound insane. Weren't you talking about Catholics resisting this stuff to an extent? Yeah, but like the thing that gives the Catholic Church its culture, genuinely, is its secular side. Like, it's the human element. The Sagrada de Familia is beautiful because humans worked on it. I like human culture. You could build churches without needing a religion. You just wouldn't have them be churches. Make that shit a post office. Religion is not equal spiritualism. What do you think about psychedelics and plant medicine? What the fuck you... If there is evidence that a thing exists, then it exists. If there isn't, it doesn't. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? What do psychedelics have to do with spiritualism? What are you talking about? No pagan bullshit. I'm tired of leftists jumping to paganism and Islam as like a reflexive, you know, oh, I'm different. I'm not like my Christian parents. When you die, there's nothing. Get over it.